Don't pay a quarter, don't pay a dime, don't pay a penny, don't waste your time. If half a penny is all he asks, don't give him any. Lay off his tracks, my half a penny is what he'll say. Still a steep price, just walk away.
Good morning, folks, cats, and everything between and beyond. My name is Roy, the host of my worthless half a penny. In short, my happenings. And also these pre-game pennies. Heat at Magic, first game in under a week that we played. The next game is going to be for the quarterfinals of the NBA Cup. And we're going to discuss a little bit about the game, talk a little bit about what my expectations are, talk about the injury report, teams comparison, Tyler Heroes situation, which I think is a non-topic, but unfortunately people talk. So we got to address people talking. And then, of course, this huge trade deadline right now that could make a huge splash for many teams. And is the Heat going to be one of them? We don't know. In any case, we continue at second in points per game. We stay at second points per game, 123.6 points per game. We remain, of course, at fourth position with rebounds per game, but we go down one position, 4 assists per game at third, now 30.2. And we go down to 22nd after actually having gone up to, I think, up to 18th or 17th. Now we are back down to 22nd in opponents' points allowed per game at 118.5 about. Whereas the Magic were 6th in the East, by the way, because of a series of combinations. We are 4th in the East, but barely, meaning barely for both ways, I think. At this stage, right? So Orlando is 8th in points per game with 119. Rebounds per game, they're 10th with 45. Assists per game, they're 20th with 25.5. And they are 10th at opponents' points allowed per game. As far as the offensive rating, the Heat stands at 13th with 116.1 points per possession. And the Magic offensive rating is 9th. So 4 positions above at 116.7 points per possession. Doesn't really matter. The difference is almost insignificant. It's really 1 point per possession. It's under 1 point per possession. The Heat defensive rating stands at 5th with 111.5. Magic defensive rating stands at 7th with 112.2. Now, finally, let's address Tyler Hero's situation, because I talked a little bit about it last game, and I said, because Hero didn't have the ball, and blaming Wiggins for that. But honestly, I don't know whether this is something that we can blame Wiggins, or this is something that was designed to be this way. Because it seems very strange for Tyler Hero to take so few shots in the second half, right? And also pretty much not scored. But he cannot be blamed when he was at 50% almost, but 47% shooting field goal percentage. And it seemed like just Wiggins either wanted the ball more, or this was the design of the game. Now, the problem with it, as well pointed out with Major Passes, is that the more he shoots, it seems that people complain. But then they complain no matter what. So when he doesn't shoot as much, and when there's another person on the floor to take the shot, they complain that he didn't take the shot, or that he didn't. Of course, again, scoring over 20 points, but not contributing in a clutch game offensively as much as it's expected, it's obviously an issue. So there is a little snag there, but I think it definitely can be fixed. And again, here is an all-star caliber player who is still contributing to the team. And as far as trades, we can talk about it, but at the end of the day, it's not like I don't know why people hate Hero. I don't know why Hero gets so much flack. I don't know why. I don't know why Hero is in pretty much every trade deadline conversation, as is going to be in this one, because it just so happens that Giannis is 99.9% going to be available. Ja Morant is already available. We know that pretty much everyone on the Clippers is going to be available. So it's very interesting to see who Miami trades, if at all, and for whom. Who do you want Miami to trade for, and what is your price? I love Kawhi Leonard style of play. I know it doesn't match with the current one, but Kawhi Leonard is one of those players that, I think you would want on the team, and that would make you an instant contender if you have the right pieces surrounding him. So we can't gut the entire team for him. At least that's my opinion. But I would love in Miami. I've loved in Miami ever since my ex met him, and he was very kind to her and decided that was his favorite city to play in. And we have no taxes, no federal, no state taxes. Sorry. So who knows? Maybe that's an attractive market for him, and he will want to stay here. Now, would I trade Hero for Kawhi? I guess depending on the price. And as Brian Windhorst said, when it comes to Giannis, it doesn't seem like we're in a good position. We do have 2 first-round picks to offer. If we get Terry's pick back from the Hornets, we would include another pick in a trade. That would obviously include a couple or more of our young ones. But also, it's also Terry Rozier's salary, so that we don't have to include Bam as well. I think that's the kind of trick that we don't want to include Bam. So no Bam for Giannis seems to me like it's going to be a tough call, a tough ask. But this is it for me. That's my preview for tonight. What do I expect this? I'm going to say this again. I don't want to jinx it, so I'm going to keep on saying it. I cannot possibly be afraid of any team with very few exceptions. But as we saw, a defense as good as Dallas, when we're not converting, when we're not also putting up our typical field goal percentage, that's not going to work well. But if we improve on defense, especially tonight against a team that has won against us also by double digits, I think those were the two teams that won against us in double digits. Dallas and Orlando. I don't remember. There was another one in those 22 games. Now, game 23, I want a win. I don't expect one, but I want one. And also, we don't know if Paolo Banchero doesn't play. We don't know what that means for the Magic, but I don't think that they have been that affected. I think that some people kind of pulled their weight. And I remember last time that we played them, but we're not the same team when Paolo Banchero was out, because I was at a game. In any case, stay safe, stay dry, stay warm, and stay as happy as possible in this very complicated world of ours. And of course, let's go Heat!